All right, here we go, fam. Tractor 101.
Okay, so when you check the air pressure, the valve stem has to be at 12 o'clock. Anywhere else, it's going to spray out and clog your tools, your tire gauge and stuff. So if you puncture it, you'll be able to tell, because when you drive, the fluid will spray out. And then Les Schwab can fix these. We can't.
Okay.
Because we don't have the setup to do it.
Okay.
And they recommend they can come out and do it because they've got the trucks to do it.
Got it.
They carry the same fluid, and they recommend that you don't use plugs on agriculture tires, because if it's a big hole, they have to pull the rim out and everything to patch it from the inside.
Okay.
And then you got your toolbox, which I call it a lunch box because it's not that big.
Okay.
But you've got a little tray and everything in it.
Okay.
And then the extra top link pin.
Okay.
But I always give the bigger one, just depends on all the attachments because the sizes are different.
Okay.
So back here, you've got your adjustable sway links for
Okay.
any attachments. So taking this off, you want to pull these out on both sides.
Okay.
And you want to make sure the kickstand is down, so
I got it.
when you take it off, it'll actually sit.
Got it. Got it.
It will fall. They tend to fall forward, but that helps from tip to the back.
Okay.
And then you just loosen up your sway link, and you just pull the top pin out.
Okay.
And then you want to make sure it's on the ground before you take it off.
Okay.
And then you just pull the pins and just slide on off.
Okay.
On both sides, and it's reverse of taking off and putting on.
Okay.
You always, when you put on, you do the left side first because it's a solid bar.
Okay.
And then you do the right because it's adjustable.
Got it.
And then you just slide them over the pins. Then just put your top link in, put your pin, and then just tighten this up where it doesn't really move.
Okay.
And then you're all good to go.
Okay.
And when you're not using anything on the back, this is what the top link hooks into.
Got it.
And then it pivots, so you just pull the pin and it pivots either direction, or you can turn it all the way around and push.
Got it.
And then you've got the pins here where it slides back and forth, so if you want it past the tire.
Got it.
And then it also, right here, it pivots for like making a little ditch or something.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Excellent.
So down here you got your two connections. This is for like constant hydraulic pressure, like a backhoe.
Yep.
And then this is for a manual set, for like if you decide to get something with a hydraulic on it where you can manually set it.
Okay.
This is where you check and fill your hydraulic fluid.
Okay.
And then for PTO, this cover does come up, and then you just unscrew the cap.
Okay.
And you
that's
always,
your drive linkage.
Yep. And you always want this cap left on when you're not using it.
Okay.
They do tend to fight going back on. So anything with a drive shaft, like a mower or a post hole digger or anything, this drawbar has to come out.
Okay.
Because if you put a ball on there to move a trailer, it'll come down and actually bend the drive shaft.
Got it.
So then you got your fuel tank.
Okay.
And then your mirrors.
Okay.
They always say just to see where you can see the rear tires.
Okay.
So when you're backing up, you're not going to run over anything.
Got it.
So up here you got your gears, your high, medium, and low. And to start it, it has to be in one of the two neutrals.
Okay.
With the brakes set.
Okay.
And then when you go to start it for the first time, morning or afternoon, you always got to glow plug it.
Got it.
So you roll it towards you really fast when you're on the seat, you just like that.
Okay.
And then you just turn it over and wait for the glow plug light to go off.
Okay.
Which it'll be right next to the parking light.
Got it.
So once it goes off, you're able to start it.
Okay.
But you have to be on the seat to do it.
Okay. Good.
So then you got your link pedal here. That's for anything that doesn't have, you can use that doesn't have a PTO.
What's a PTO?
The power takeoff for the drive shaft for like the mower
Got
or
it.
the post hole digger.
Got it.
Then you just shut this off, and then it has to be revved up between the two 540s.
Okay.
Because it has to be above 1800.
Okay.
Even when you're running it around the farm and stuff,
You always want to be between the two.
you want to be above 1800.
Got it.
And you can just leave
And
it.
this is the throttle.
Yeah, that's the linked pedal.
Linked pedal. Got it.
So, as you heard when I was moving it, it picked up by itself.
Uh-huh.
So when you shut that off, this is the throttle here.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So, and then you've got your blinkers.
Oh wow.
So no matter what direction you turn, the opposite one stays solid. So people if you're on the road can see it.
Okay.
My thing is, if you can't see orange, red, green, blue, yellow, get off the road.
Got it.
And then you got your horn.
Okay.
And then you got your running lights and your headlights down in the front.
Okay. Excellent.
And then this is a cruise control.
Yep.
So that's mainly for the PTO.
Got it.
And then for the PTO, you've got auto and manual. So manual is when you lift it, it stays on all the time. Auto, if you lift it a certain height, it shuts off.
Okay.
And the only way to engage that is this knob right here.
Got it.
You just push and turn,
Okay.
and then it'll light up here on the dash.
Got it.
So when you go to engage that to mow or whatever, you always want to be stopped and at the running idle.
Got it.
And then turn it on and then rev it up.
Okay.
And then when you shut it, go to stop using it, you idle it back down, you stop the tractor, and then you just push and turn.
Okay. Excellent.
So this is the tilt for the steering wheel,
Okay.
and they're really hard standing on the ground.
Yep. No, I feel it.
So you just move it up and down wherever you want,
Excellent.
and then you lock it in.
Okay.
And then down here, this knob, it controls your 3-point arms for however fast or slow you want them to go up and down. And it also affects your hydraulic fluid too.
Now,
flow.
what arms is that again?
It's your 3-point arms for your blade.
Oh, got it. Got
So
it. Got
you
it.
just turn it to the rabbit or the turtle.
Oh, got it.
And that's,
that'll decide how fast.
Yep. And you
Got
can
it.
also control it with the lever over on the side there, however fast or slow.
Okay.
And then you got your 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive.
Okay.
When you can use your foot to engage it, so you just push it down, and it'll go down farther, but it has to be in a certain spot for it.
Okay.
And then you just pull it back up with your hand to take it out.
Okay.
And then if you're in 4-wheel drive and you get stuck, this is your Diff Lock. You just hold that down with your foot.
Okay.
And
then
it's a spring activated.
Got it.
So whatever tire's spinning, once you start moving, just take your foot off.
Got it.
So this is to move the seat forward and backwards.
Okay.
And then this is to adjust the spring on the seat. So if you want it stiff, you just rotate it to the left.
Okay.
And it stiffens that spring. And if you want it really loose,
Got it.
you just rotate it to the right.
Okay.
So then up here, we put the hooks on. So if
Yep.
you can tie stuff to the bucket.
Beautiful.
And then if you ever get any other attachments, you just pull these up, both sides. I'm just doing the one because it's a little bit easier.
Yep.
Then you just set it down and you push on your joystick and it'll push it forward, and you're able to drop, go back and hook up.
Okay.
And when you go to hook up, you just come in at an angle a little bit and you just roll it back. So I like to do it off the ground because it's not under pressure.
Okay.
And then you just come out, and
Click and boom.
this rod right here, once it's level with the top of this tube,
Yep.
your bucket will be level.
Okay.
So if you get any other attachments, I always recommend to put a paint marker on them for a different color, especially if you have a lot. That way you know which color goes to which attachment, and that'll be level.
Okay.
And you want to have it on a flat surface like your driveway or in the garage or the shop.
Just a test.
Yep. So
Okay.
it's level, then you can come in and just mark it.
Okay.
These are to take the loader off if you guys ever decide to do that.
Okay.
I can go over that with you, but
Nope.
it's a pain to do.
No. It's all right.
So to open your hood is you pull this lever right here.
Okay.
And oh, I forgot. On these, you got to move the brush guard.
Okay.
So you just pull these, bring this down,
Okay.
and if that's ever down, you want to have it up before you lift the loader.
Okay.
And then you just
Wash, rinse, repeat.
bring the hood up.
Okay.
So back here, you've got your dipstick for your oil.
Okay.
To fill your oils back here, so always recommend a flexi funnel or a long funnel so you're out here. And then you got your oil filter.
Yep.
And then if you accidentally run it out of diesel, it has a primer button on top of the fuel filter.
Got it.
And then the manual will tell you how many times to prime it, so you don't have to sit there and crack the lines anymore.
Okay.
And then down here is where you check and fill your front axle.
Okay.
And on these ones, there's no line for them. So basically at halfway mark,
Is
if
good to
if you're below that, you want to add.
go. Okay. Good stuff.
And then there is this is a new setup, so I don't know this one yet. Oh, right here is the drain plug.
Oh, gotcha.
So
change the diff.
Yeah,
different
change
one.
the fluid.
Okay.
You do that first, and then you push down on the loader, which will lift the front end up, and then you do the bottom of each hub to get the lower out.
Okay, got it.
And then the oil pan, there's 2 drain plugs because it's a split oil pan because the dry shaft runs through that.
Got it.
And then you got your reserve tank for your coolant.
Okay.
And then up here, you've got a dust screen.
Awesome.
So you'll have to undo the hose or undo your air filter. So you just undo these straps and just fold it up and just pull it out. And you can use a garden hose or an air compressor
Just
to clean it out.
Okay, excellent.
And then you got your battery underneath. So the same thing, if you ever have to replace it, you just undo these and just twist over to the side and then just undo this plate and it slides on out.
Excellent. And then this comes down just as so.
Yep.
Are we ready to close?
Then basically on this side, it's just the starter and the alternator.
Okay.
So you got your starter and your alternator.
Okay.
And then I always say you're up here. This one doesn't have, so I guess I don't need to. Yep, then you just bring it down.
Okay.
What I normally do is I put my palm on this crease and a couple fingers here
Okay.
and just shuts.
Got it. And then this guy.
Comes up and you just twist those back in. It just, so then it pops
got
right
it.
back in.
All right. Beauty.
So then over on this side, on the, I call it the cab, even though it's not the cab.
Okay.
You've got your brake. So to set your brake, you just push in and you pull up.
Got it.
And then you got your 2 keys.
Okay.
And this has the cap to keep the
nice.
dust and stuff out of it. And then this is a loader lock. So say you're out scraping or something with the rear end,
Okay.
you have the loader up, you lock it so if you have your hand on it and you turn, it's
it.
not going to slam the loader down.
Okay. Loader lock. Got it.
And then
Down is on. Okay.
yep. And then to raise and lower your 3-point arms.
Yep.
And it also has a lock so you can set the depth or the,
that's cool.
so how far, if you don't want to, especially like up here in the wintertime, you scrape and you don't want it to go down too far.
Okay.
You just set that where you want and then it'll stop automatically.
Okay.
Then of course all the way down.
Okay.
And then these are the 2
That's for
deals on the black. Yeah, so this is the black one, the detent.
Okay.
And then this is the manual one I was saying
Gotcha.
that you can set.
So right now these do nothing.
Right.
Got it. Okay. And then this in the off position is right there, right?
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Then you got your armrests
Yep.
and your seat belt.
Okay.
And then this roll bar does come down if you want to put it in the garage.
Okay.
You just loosen
Got it.
these up a little
Do
bit
the
and
pins.
just pull these pins and it just folds down.
Awesome.
I believe that's everything.
I like it. The Kioti tractor CK3510 SE HST.